Hi, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Deltavier Robertson. This is Small Fry Budgets, and today I'm in my budget journal. I want to take some time to calculate our household emergency fund, and I'll show you that setup. I got this journal from Rite Aid. I paid about $12.95 for it, and I like it because I get to kind of customize my budget and make it what I want it to be. I'm not as restricted. I can be creative, all of that jazz. So this is my setup for our household budget. Generally, I go ahead and set this up off camera just because it's easier. And these stickers, if you're curious, come from Erin Condren Life Planner. And what I wanted to do, or how I have this set up, is these are our joint expenses. And I have 1 month, 3 month, and 6 months. And I'm going to go ahead and crunch some numbers for you on camera. And then we're going to do some shading. And on this side is going to be our transactions for this account. This is a separate account where we keep our emergency fund, and I also have a personal emergency fund account for some of my personal expenses, but this is just our joint household account today. So I'm excited to see where we are and share with you where we are. And so let's go ahead and get started. So I've listed our expenses. Our rent is $775 a month. Technically it's $725, but it's going to go up real soon in August. So I just went ahead and put that number. Life insurance is $114. This actually does include disability insurance for myself. So I do have that in there. Some utilities, so $35 for our BWL, which is water. And then our consumers energy, which is our gas bill, is about $15 a month. Comcast is $30, Netflix is $7, renter's insurance is about $15. We'll put about $80 of sinking funds. Groceries / household, because we do combine those, is about $400. Eating out and dates, that's $150, and then I put it $100 miscellaneous. I don't typically put a miscellaneous line in my budget, but I just wanted to put that here just to be on the safe side, and I did kind of round up for a lot of these numbers. I know that some people, for their emergency fund, they do a really bare bones budget. So you may not see sinking funds, you may not see like eating out or dates in like a bare bones emergency fund. But I didn't want to do that or take that route for us because I just didn't feel like it was necessary at this time. So yeah, you kind of have to figure out what makes the most sense for you and go that way. So I'm going to go ahead now and just crunch. I think I'm going to go across. I already did the totals because I tried to film this video once before. So we know what like some of these numbers are, but I'm going to go ahead and go across, and then we will be able to look at those numbers, and then I'll talk about what we currently have in an account. I also wanted to say I went up to 6 months here. Ideally, it would be 1 year, but I think you have to be realistic and attainable for where you are. So I think 6 months is a good goal to shoot for this year, and then maybe next year we can kind of stretch that goal out to 1 year. So that would be my advice to you, is kind of figure out what is attainable for you and work towards that, because you're more likely to accomplish that. Okay, so let me go ahead and do 775 times 3. So that's 2,325, and then the 6 is 4650. 114 times 3 is 342. All right, that's 684. 35 times 3 is 105. So let me know in the comments if you have done this kind of calculation for your emergency fund, and if you're shooting for 3 months, 6 months, or 1 year. I think with these times right now, I think be proud of yourself if you're able to save anything. A lot of people are struggling. We are in a recession. Times are hard. Don't beat yourself up. Last year, to be honest, I didn't have anything saved up. This is really the most financially secure I've ever been, and I do have a master's degree. I have a pretty stable job, and I just really was able to climb out of debt, and I moved to another state. So much has happened to kind of get me to a more stable position with my finances. So, I know everybody says this in these videos. Try not to compare yourself. You don't know the backstory. I don't come from money. I don't get much help with money. I don't get really any help. Obviously, this is a joint account, so we both contribute to it. But for my debt, I have opted to take care of that for myself, because that's important to me. I want to be able to look back and say, I did that for me, by myself. My husband doesn't have any debt. So I'm the one that came into the marriage with that, and he's of course happy to help if I were to allow him to do that. But anyways, all that to say, if you're saving anything, if you're able to put away, $5, $10 every paycheck, that does add up, and it does, it matters. And I think, so this is 600. I know how to do that. So be proud of yourself, basically. So this is kind of interesting to look at, because you can kind of see what 6 months of rent is, and what like the basics is. And I can always adjust this as necessary. The other reason why it's good for me to do these short intervals is because we may be moving in 3 to 6 months. So a lot of these numbers would change, and we'll have to do the calculations over again. So you kind of have to decide what is the best approach for you. So I'm going to go ahead and look up what we actually have in our account, because I didn't do that beforehand. So I'm actually going into this account, and this will go on this side of the page. So let me go ahead and get that together. I think I was using this marker. This is the Erin Condren dual tip. I know a lot of people like these. They're not bad, actually. I like using the fine side. So I'll go ahead and darken this part so you can see what it says. Household. Try not to write sloppy, but I don't have the best handwriting either. Yeah. And I know a lot of people like to use stickers, and I do love stickers too. But I thought it would be fun to, mix it up. And writing things out like this actually kind of helps to make it stick in my head, and also make me feel, in a weird way, more accountable. I don't know if you all can relate to that. Like when I'm writing something out, I like to make sure that it's something that I'm going to actually be able to accomplish, and I like checking things off. So that's cool. All right, so, and you couldn't even see what I was doing. All right, so that's what that looks like. Household emergency fund transactions, and I have date, description, amount, and balance. So today is the 16th. So I'm just gonna write June 16th, 20. And I'm going to say, I think what I'm going to do is start with the last transaction in this account. So I'm going to say, I'm going to put my initial D, paycheck transfer. Okay, so that means that this came from my paycheck, because I do set a certain amount to automatically transfer to this account, and that amount was $50. And then sometimes I'll go back after I do my budget, and I'll add more, but automatically $50 goes into this account, and my husband automatically transfers $150. So our current balance right now is $4,054.23. All right, and so that is where we stand. So with that, we're going to look here for June. Each umbrella is going to represent 1 month expenses, which we have here of $1,721. I'm actually going to highlight that, I think. So that we know what the amounts are that we're looking for. So if we have 4,054, we're not quite at 3 months. So I'm just going to color in 2 of these cute little umbrellas. And I think I'm going to do purple because that is definitely a favorite color of mine. So we got purple, and then I'm going to color in blue for the second one. Okay. And we still have, 2 more weeks left in this month. So we'll see. I don't know if we're going to get to the 5,000 or be able to color in another, but definitely for July, we should be able to reach that goal. So that's basically where we stand with our emergency funds. Again, this is a big deal to me and to us, and I'm excited and I'm happy for us. And, we're close to 3 months. We're about $1,000 shy of that, and we just keep saving every month. I'm also paying off debt at the same time, which is why it's taking a little bit longer. But I think by the end of the year, we should be close to 6 months saved, and that is exciting. So this is our video, and this is where we are with our household emergency fund. Thank you so much for checking out my video today. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, and share, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.